what's up, everybody? I am here at Sweetwater with the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Nick D. Super pumped to be here today, and we wanted to jam out together, have a little fun, and show you guys a really cool exercise that you can play with your friends, especially you have a couple of drum sets. You can do it, practice pads, all that kind of stuff. You may have seen a video with Jared Falk and I doing practice pads back and forth, but this is a call and response. And so what would you say we're working on here today, Nick?
Just rhythms, being able to play independence exercises, hearing what the other person is doing and copying it, see if you can do exactly what they did while you're keeping a couple of your limbs doing the same thing. So it's good hearing and playing exercise.
And that's exactly it. So basically, we're going to lay down a groove. We're going to focus on one limb at a time, whether it be the kick drum, snare drum, or your right hand on the hats. And we are going to send a rhythm back and forth. And so we'll have like a stock rhythm, like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then say we're working on the kick, we'll switch it up and play a rhythm, and then Nick will copy me or I'll copy Nick. And the goal is to just see how many different rhythms you can come up with and how much fun you can have playing. And then, you know, I'm probably gonna mess up because Nick's gonna give me something crazy and I'm gonna be like, ah.
What?
And we'll see what happens. So let's have some fun here.
Okay. That's the concept there. I like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of the things that you want to focus on when you're trying to play, the reason that this is a good independence exercise is because if you're focusing on your kick drum, you don't want the rhythm that you're playing on your kick drum to mess with your hand. And if you watch there a few times, my left hand would stop if I was playing a rhythm that I was trying to focus too much on the kick drum to play it. And so that's kind of where it becomes an exercise, an educational thing, as well as something fun. I mean, it's kind of cool to just mess around and try and figure out what in the world the other person's playing.
Sure.
So let's do it again. This time, let's keep the kick and the snare the same. We can do 4 on the floor, 8th notes on the hats, and then you pick the left-hand snare drum rhythm.
Sounds good.
All right?
Yep.
So click it off. That was good.
That's good, man. Woo!
The triplets with the 8th notes. That was a good one.
This is fun. Yeah, you can have a good old time just doing this back and forth with your buddy or whatever. This is great.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And you don't have to have a drum set. We don't have all these kits set up just to, you know, rub it in your face. If you don't have a drum set, you can do it however you want. Practice
anything,
pads.
Yeah, pads would be
pillows.
Pillows,
I mean,
yeah.
Especially if your parents are yelling at you and it's 10 o'clock at night and you want to play it, well then, you know, rock out a practice pad or something.
Right.
So the last one, and this can be the most tricky, especially for a lot of people who haven't practiced a lot of independent stuff, is the right hand.
Right.
So keep the kick drum and the left hand steady, but then you're changing up your right hand.
This seems like it would be good to do just 4 on the floor and 2 and 4 on the snare.
Yes, yeah.
That kind of makes at least the right hand a little bit more.
Gives you a little more options and
like
gives you a
the
little less to
bases
think
there,
about.
yeah.
All right, so I'll click off this one and we'll see what I can come up with for the right hand.
Perfect.
And one of the things about that is like you can choose to keep your hi-hat closed and then not worry about your left foot, because sometimes your left foot can add a lot of complication to it.
Sure.
So you can just play those rhythms, or you can open and close that hi-hat and add a little bit more of a like, oh, now you got to do your left foot too. So
Totally, yeah, that's what
lots
it's
of
all
fun
about.
there.
Yeah.
I say we just jam out for them as we leave here. So throw down a groove, I'll jump in with you.
Sounds good.
Yes.
Nice.